Did you know that beneath the romantic streets of Paris lies an empire of bones, over 6 million human skeletons, stacked in endless tunnels of darkness, a labyrinth so vast, many who enter never return. This is the story of the Paris Catacombs, where history, horror, and human curiosity intertwine, and where, even today, the dead seem to whisper to the living. In the 18th century, Paris was collapsing, quite literally. The city's cemeteries were overflowing. Rotting bodies were piled so high that the stench of death filled the air, spreading disease and dread through the narrow streets. The worst of them all was Les Innocents Cemetery, where centuries of burials had turned the ground into a swamp of decay. Reports told of cellar walls oozing human fat from graves above that leaked into the homes of the living. In 1786, the city faced a tough choice. They decided to move the dead underground. It was a pretty grim decision, right? Beneath Paris lay a forgotten maze of limestone quarries, silent, dark, and endless, the perfect resting place. Every night, priests walked in processions, pushing carts loaded with bones, right? Torches flickered softly, casting shadows as they whispered last rites for the fallen, carrying them gently beneath the earth. Skulls, femurs, and ribs, millions of them, were carefully stacked into eerie walls, creating a haunting scene that sends chills down your spine. Paris had buried its past, but something exciting and new had awakened. As years passed, the catacombs grew, stretching for more than 200 miles beneath the city. Only a fraction of this is mapped. The rest is just a dark maze. No light, no sound, and no way out. It's like being stuck in a never-ending nightmare, you know. In the 19th century, curious explorers, called cataphiles, began to enter these forbidden tunnels. Some returned with strange stories, voices echoing in the dark, shadows moving between the skulls, the sensation of being followed by something unseen. One explorer, in 1793, described hearing chanting deep below. But when he turned a corner, there was nothing there, only a wall of bones, arranged in the shape of a cross. One of the creepiest finds ever, the lost footage of the catacombs. Can you believe it? Back in the early 90s, a bunch of filmmakers decided to explore the catacombs and shoot a documentary. Sounds adventurous, right? Deep underground, they found a camera abandoned on the floor. Its battery was dead, its owner never found. When the tape was recovered and played, it showed a man wandering deeper and deeper into the tunnels, his breathing growing faster, his flashlight shaking violently. He begins running, panicked, lost. And then the camera drops. It keeps rolling for several seconds, capturing only the sound of footsteps, fading into the black. The man was never identified. Some say the footage was real. Others say it was a hoax. That tunnel section, yeah, it's totally sealed off now. No going back. The catacombs aren't just empty spaces. They hold a whole hidden world waiting to be discovered. In 2004, French police entered a section beneath the Palais de Chaillot, near the Eiffel Tower. Inside, they discovered something unexpected. A fully equipped underground cinema. Rows of chairs, a screen, projectors, even a bar and restaurant, all wired with electricity. A note was found on the floor, and it simply said, "Don't even try to find us." The group responsible called themselves Les UX, urban explorers, who secretly map, restore, and live within the catacombs, untouched by the world above. Police later found entire underground libraries, art galleries, even secret parties. A society within a society, thriving beneath the streets of Paris. But venture too deep, and the catacombs become something else entirely. Walls begin to close in. Your flashlight flickers. You lose your sense of direction, and sound becomes a living thing. your breath echoing back at you like another presence. Many explorers have vanished. Some were found weeks later, alive but disoriented, unable to speak. Others were never found at all. Legend says that if you walk the tunnels at midnight, you may hear the voice of the catacombs, a whisper calling your name, guiding you deeper until you can't find your way back. Time does not move down there. The air is still, the silence absolute. Every skull, every bone is a story, a life once lived, a breath once taken. The people of Paris walk above them, unaware of the empire below. The lovers, the artists, the dreamers, all watched by 6 million silent witnesses. Maybe that's why the city feels so haunted, because beneath its beauty lies a reminder that life and death are never far apart. So next time you walk the streets of Paris and hear the faint rumble of the metro beneath your feet, listen closely. You might just hear the whisper of the catacombs, a city of the dead, breathing quietly beneath the living. Because in Paris, the dead never truly sleep. Thanks for sticking with us as we dive deep into the darkness together.